I don't know, you guys. I feel like for this being my first time using a braiding or twisting souffle, the results look amazing. Like, my hair is super fluffy. I didn't pick it out too much, but let's get into how I achieved this with the Watch and See braiding souffle and their slick back glaze for my edges. Let's get into it. Starting off on freshly shampooed and conditioned hair, I'm going to be working in the Watch and See twist and braid souffle. So just to show you guys up close how the product looked, it's not too thick and it's not too watery. It's like the perfect consistency for a braid out or twist out. If your hair is on the finer side, you honestly could probably get away with just using this one product only for your braid out or twist out, but since I'm in a humid climate, I am going to pair this with a foaming mousse just to kind of give me an additional hold. So I'm just working that into my hair in 2 sections and making sure I take my detangling brush and just kind of making sure I have that product distributed well throughout all of my hair. Now this is how I have my hair sectioned off, 2 in the front and 5 sections in the back. I love doing that middle section at the top crown area because it allows me to have a seamless transition when I take my braids down, and you won't have that harsh middle part going down in the back. You'll see once I take it down. Now I'm just applying some foaming mousse before I begin braiding, and I personally prefer using foaming mousses to give me additional hold over gels, mainly because with foaming mousses you can practically choose whichever hold level you want, whether you want light hold, medium hold, or strong hold, and it won't leave any of those hair boogers, because sometimes gels do not mix well with certain leave-in conditioners or curl creams, or in this case a souffle. So the foaming mousse was the best option to give me nice hold, but also make sure that my hair dries a lot faster than using a gel. Now a key tip when doing braids for braid outs, you want to make sure that when you're braiding your sections that they are even amount of hair in those parts. So for example, you don't want to borrow hair as you're braiding down, because that usually kind of creates additional frizz when you take them down. So try to make sure you have the same amount of hair in each section before you braid down, if that makes sense. And you'll see once I take the braids down when they're fully dry, not only are they going to dry up really firm, but when I take them down, it makes it a lot faster to unravel them too, since I didn't borrow hair as I was braiding down. And when I work my way towards the end, I do like to coil the end just to kind of lock the braid in place and leave, you know, just a nice little curl at the end. And don't worry, with all of this product seeping out, I'm going to take a towel and dab it and, you know, soak up any excess product. But this is how the braids look in the back. Nice, thick, and juicy. Okay, that's what you want. Nice and moisturized. And I am going to sit under the dryer to dry this all in one day. But next I'm going in with the Watch and See Slick and Glaze gel. Now you can use this for a slick back. In this case, I am primarily using it as an edge control in this case. Now I'm going to do this braid out a little bit different than my summer braid out that you guys love so much. And the difference is, in the front 2 sections, I'm not going to do 2 braids. I'm actually going to do a slight French braid. So I'm adding in that slick glaze to my edges, and then I'm going to apply my foaming mousse and begin to basically do a French braid. And I'm going to walk you guys through how I do the OG method of making sure it's nice and taut, but also nice and neat. First, you want to make sure you section off a corner piece at the very top. And I'm going to make sure, again, even pieces. And I'm going to braid down a few notches, like 2 or 3 times. And then what I like to do is slick down a piece of hair, not too large, not too small, and just add it in. That's what's going to create that flat base at the top. And I decided to do it this way because it allows me to kind of, you know, wear this in a nice bun when I pull all the braids back together. And you know, you can go to the gym with this, or you can allow your hair to stay like this for a couple of days before you take your braids out, and just kind of create a more nice framed look in the face instead of 2 braids in the front. So it just kind of acts as one braid, but essentially a half French braid. So I just do that all the way till I work my way to the bottom. And again, like I said, I'm not going to borrow any hair as I braid down. You're only adding in sections in that top layer to create that flat half French braid look. And these are how my braids are looking the next day. I did sit under the dryer to fully dry my hair, and I'm just taking some oil and coating my braids before I begin to take them down. This also helps minimize any additional frizz as you take them down. So as you can see here, it's so easy to unravel them because I didn't borrow any hair. And now those 3 individual sections are going to be nice and chunky, and I just kind of feel from the root down and just kind of separate it where the hair wants to separate. I don't try to separate too much because again, that'll kind of create additional frizz, but I kind of don't do that on the first day anyway because I want it to gradually get bigger on its own, and it will do that throughout the week, especially if you're in a place where there's lots of humidity. But I just simply do that to all the braids as I take them down, and then I'm going to fluff with my fingers this go around instead of using a pick. Either or works totally fine, but again, you're going to see I'm not going to try to pick this out too much because the way that I decided to braid my hair in this particular template or pattern actually gave me some pretty good volume on the first day. But just look how juicy each section is. Like, this combo is amazing. And like I said, if you have finer hair, you don't even have to use a foaming mousse. This braiding souffle thickness is amazing. Like, my hair is moisturized, it's shiny, like I don't have to do too much to it. And all I simply do at night is just wear a bonnet. I tie it up in a pineapple with a satin scrunchie, but that's it, y'all. Like, this turned out amazing. Now this is how I actually picked my hair out. Sorry that my camera is following me around. I am using a new camera and I forgot to take the face tracking mode off. But I'm just going around fluffing it out with my fingers, like I said, kind of going in like a picking motion. But this is about the max volume that I gave myself because it's going to get bigger throughout the week. Now one thing I am going to go back in with is the Slick Glaze gel and just kind of like apply a little bit more to my edges, and I'm doing that because I kind of fluffed out the hold in the front when I was picking my hair out. So again, this acts as a slick back gel but also a glaze 2-in-1 to use for your edges as well, and that's how I decided to use it this go around. But I'm obsessed. I love this product combo, something that you can use on multiple occasions. I could probably get a good probably 2 to 3 more hairstyles out of the amount that I have in this braid and twist souffle, as well as this slick and hold glaze gel. So let me know what you guys think about this, but I am obsessed. Another braid out variation for you guys to try out this summer. And also, you can try this technique out on blown out hair. I can imagine it'll probably look a little bit more elongated if you do it on blown out hair, but the results are clearly amazing. So make sure you guys check out Watch and See products.